All right, thanks for watching here on Buffalo Plus. Let's talk a little bit about this Gronk move. Jenna, are you surprised the big fella's coming back?
I'm excited to see Gronk paired up with Brady yet again. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. First of all, they're going to be down in Florida. They're not going to be under Bill Belichick. I think there's some fun to be had with that. But I'm excited to see Gronk back. When he was retiring, it felt like he was just drained mentally, physically, had gone through all those injuries. I really think he needed this year to get healthy.
All right, wait a minute. How long does it take to drain Gronk mentally?
Okay, that's a loaded question. But I think physically, obviously, the game of football had taken its toll on him. I think he lost some weight. He got healthy, had that year to do that. And I think now he's like, why not go back? Why not play with Brady and do it in Florida?
Yeah, and he has this CBD product that he's been endorsing. And now all of a sudden with this new CBA, a positive test for marijuana doesn't cause a suspension. It's funny how that works out. It just seems like the pieces kind of fell into place. But again, I think this is, to Jenna's point, wanting to have fun. Maybe Gronk didn't want to retire from football. Maybe he just wanted to retire from Bill Belichick in that Patriots grueling way.
Yeah, and the other thing about this having fun, it's nice when you got all those Super Bowl rings in the vault.
Yeah, you got nothing to lose. I mean, you've already won your championships. You have been one of the most productive tight ends in the game. So why not go back? Why not be paired up with a guy like Tom Brady and just have this opportunity to kind of relax and do it your way as opposed to the Patriots way?
And Dan, not just with Tom Brady, but how about with Chris Godwin and Jenna's buddy Mike Evans on the other side? I think O.J. Howard's probably going to be out of there, right, if Gronk is coming back.
They'll probably move Howard. They'll keep Cameron Brate. But I just think, again, a lot of the reports is that Brady had a lot to do with obviously getting Gronk there. Gronk only wanting to come back if he could play in Tampa Bay. I think this is another way of Tom Brady kind of sticking it to the Patriots just one more time, saying, if he's not going to play for you, but he'll play for me. And I think that's another interesting thing of, remember when Brady talked on Howard Stern and was like, no, playing the Patriots wouldn't mean anything. This is, I think, just another way to kind of stick it to Belichick.
All right. Well, Belichick doesn't have as many draft picks because they made that deal with Atlanta last year, gave up a 2. I mean, they're hurting a little. They pick up a 4. Jenna, what would you think maybe Bill could use that 4th-round pick for?
I mean, quarterback obviously jumps off the page. But, when you had that interview with Mike Reese here on Buffalo Plus on the YouTube channel, he was talking about the fact that they have a lot of confidence in Jared Stidham. Now, I'm curious to see what's given them that confidence in him, but they really have this year to kind of work it out, see if they like him. And if that's not the case, then maybe they can go into next year's draft and have a quarterback like Trevor Lawrence waiting for them.
But it was funny because I was looking at it and I'm going, obviously Gronk wanted to come back, but Tampa Bay only having to give up a 4th-round pick for arguably one of the best tight ends to ever play the game and really revolutionized it. I'm like, hey man, Brandon Beane. I mean, like a 4th-round pick, just totally kidding around. But I go, if you look at it as Belichick's giving up a 4th-round pick, you're only getting a 4th-round pick for Gronk. I think he sees this as this was an asset that wasn't even going to play for us. So he's getting something back, even if it is, only a 4th-round pick. I think if anybody can pull this off as to not make this seem like a terrible deal in 2 or 3 years, it's Bill Belichick.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a bad deal for the Patriots. I don't think he was coming back. They trade him to the other conference. Sure, he's with Brady and all that can work out great. He is a banged up, older than his age guy playing with a 43-year-old quarterback. Belichick's looking at the next 3 years for his program. Brady's really looking at 1. I'm wondering if Belichick is going to use that pick to try to move up in the draft. I mean, Peter King had a thing, Jenna, where they're going to move up to try to get Tua in the 1st round. And they need picks. They need ammunition. I don't know. Would he give it a shot this year?
I'm interested in that, considering the fact that Tua obviously hasn't been cleared. And I feel like in terms of by the team's medical doctors, and I feel like Bill Belichick, don't get me wrong, obviously Tua is a definitely talented guy, but knowing that injury history going into it and knowing that you're not going to have the ability to have your doctors check on him, that seems like a pretty risky un-Bill Belichick move.
You're right, except Dan, who is Belichick good buddies with, who maybe happened to be Tua's college coach.
That's true.
Yeah, a lot of those things pan out. It's just really interesting. Now, the other thing, and we'll poke fun at this, Belichick's got ammunition to go up and make a move, but he's still got to use the face snap or the computer, the technology. He's got to somehow make a trade because this isn't going to be a landline in the war room. So Bill Belichick's going to have to figure out this thing.
I think that would be crazy, though.
what if Belichick actually loves all this, and in these meetings with the other GMs, he's sending like TikTok videos to the other ones?
There it is.
What he's going to do.
There it is.
Belichick loves all this. He just doesn't want us to know. There's these
Exactly.
TikToks with Bill Belichick going out.
Does that mean you're sending TikToks?
You haven't gotten yours yet, Dan?
No.
You guys
We can keep it that way.
No. Well, Zoom is pretty advanced for me, and look at how we're doing here on Zoom. So we're keeping happy. So Gronk is back. The Bills do not play against Tampa this year unless
It's
Super
in
Bowl.
Tampa.
Super Bowl. And you know where the Super Bowl is this year?
In Tampa.
Yeah, with no fans in the stands for the Super Bowl. How about
Mike, we should be in Vegas right now. But I don't mean to say that, but somebody said that.
I thought of that actually.
Yeah.
I had a reminder that you guys were leaving.
We were planning on being in Las Vegas for the draft. We've been the last few years, different pairings of us going to the draft. It's been a lot of fun. This one was going to be great, but it's not going to happen. But the draft will go on. We'll have complete coverage. Dan, don't worry. You can still gamble. All you need is some games to gamble on. Complete coverage on BuffaloPlus.com and on the YouTube channel as well. For Jenna and Dan, I'm Mike. Thanks for watching.